Is there sound? Okay. Okay. What is it?
Jest dźwięk włączony?
It's no problem if it's yeah, it's okay. Just just continue. Yeah, it was okay. Sorry about that. Okay. What? Is it?
Wiesz co, nie jest włączony tutaj, bo w laptopie dźwięk jest wyciszony może. Może jest wyciszony w laptopie dźwięk.
There it is, up there. So this one can be shown.
Velkommen for veka. Jeg må jo innrømme at jeg har faktisk brukt internett.
Is this? Sorry, I don't think this is. It should be text, you know, so you can understand what's the message there.
Hei! Velkommen for veka.
Okay. Sorry about that. You have to understand. You have to be subtitle. Okay, just give the presentation. You think so? Okay, let's go.
Why don't you describe what's going on?
Yeah, and describe
Yeah, it's such a nice one.
Okay, we should go to try the video.
Yeah, do the video.
Okay.
You tell me.
Once again, try to pull up that.
Hei! Velkommen for veka. Jeg må jo innrømme at jeg har faktisk brukt internett for å bli bedre kjent med elevene mine. Og for å si det sånn, så tror jeg at jeg kjenner elevene mine nå mer enn de selv aner. Jeg tenkte på en liten ting. Håvard, den meldingen som du kom til meg med om at du ikke kunne levere sist ukes oppgave fordi at du var bortreist. Det er mulig at du var litt bortreist her ute, det forundrer meg ikke, men kanskje ikke helt fysisk. For at jeg fant nemlig noen bilder på nettet fra sist helg. Og de var så artige, så de tror jeg vi skal snakke litt mer om. Hvis dere kan se på dette her, så slapper du, Håvard, av på ei seng. Hvis dere kan se det, sammen med ei jente. Og her har vi også et lite bilde fra toalettet, tror jeg. Da ser du litt dårlig ut. Og så har jo jeg googlet litt på bloggen din, og det viser seg altså at Håvard er ikke så glad i meg som jeg trodde at du var. Det jævla bitch sto det. Ja, så var det engelsken.
Thank you. Sorry for that. A little bit troubled start, but thank you for inviting me to this interesting and important conference on a very important topic. keeping young children safe online. You did now see a video clip from a campaign launched last year in Norway, what's called You Decide, and it's a cooperation between Norwegian Board of Technology and among others, like my project, Safe Use Project. This is just I want to show you just an example of how we try to educate young people on privacy, and raise the consciousness about the choices they make when they use digital media, such as internet and mobile phones. This has been a very huge success in Norway because we have established a dialogue with parents, with teachers, and we are also this time used humor as an essential key to reach out with our message. A lot of interesting things have been said the last day and today, and I want to say a little bit about the project I'm running. I'm the project coordinator of the Safe Use project in Norway, and the purpose is, of course, that promotes safe and effective use of internet and new technologies among young citizens. We want to empower all users so that they can use electronic media in a fun and positive way, and that's I want to underline that. The project is situated within the Norwegian Media Authority, and it receives funding through the Safer Internet program, which Janice told us a little bit about. And it aims to promote safer use of the internet and new online technologies, particularly for children, and to fight against illegal content. Our vision for the project is for a wide and intelligent use of the internet and mobile technology, show healthy criticism and awareness regarding both the use and the contents of the World Wide Web. And one thing I want to talk about today is the balance between children's rights to freedom of speech and privacy in combination with the society obligation to help and protect children from unwanted exposure on internet. This balance is the main challenge for the project. I have a background before. I worked for many years at the Ombudsman for the Children in Norway. So the children's rights is very important. It's a fundament for everything we do, for everything we say, and for every lecture we do. So it is in this border of freedom of speech, children's rights for information and empowerment to be a part of, to say their will, and protection of children, a lot of these difficult questions shows up. What kind of tools and efforts and rules can we develop within these frames? That's the first question. And what should parents, grandparents, teachers, and not least the children, as you know, to use digital media in a safe way? Young people, as we have heard many times, they're experts in using technology and full of competence. But what about the parents and adults? And as we already have heard, many parents feel that they don't have the competence or knowledge to help the children to navigate in this world. And that's why it's so important to develop parental tools so we can engage and support parents who can lead the way and engage the children. This has been said many times, but I will say it again. As I already told you, Article 13 and Article 16 is very fundamental for our work. You always have to know that child have the right to freedom of expression, and it's important to have in mind every time when we talk about education or raise awareness. It's a lot of differences between schools, and the reports we get from a lot of students some are not just blocking away all the mechanism, blocking away tools that they can use to educate and use them to themselves. This is an example. It's a Norwegian. We are doing surveys every second year in Norway to just find out, we check out the children and the parents and try to see the differences between these groups in how they understand technology and how they use it. And every year we see that it's a huge gap between what's the understanding for parents and for children. If you see the yellow line here, it's the parents from the research from 2008. And it said at the top there, it's playing games. It's one of favorite activities for many children. But we see, if you ask, do you know what your child are using the internet for? We see that we got a lot of different answers, and it's a huge gap between the parents and the children in understanding this. And this gap is a problem. This gap we are trying to reach out to parents to see, to understand, and give them some tools that they can understand what the children are doing. But we see over the years now, because we are doing these studies from 2003, 2006, 2008, and now 2010, we see that parents has become more digital competent over the years and more active. So it's much easier now. In 2003, many parents were afraid of that the children could see pornography on the internet. That was a main focus in 2003. This fear has decreased in 2006 and 2008. This is not longer any topic anymore among the Norwegian parents. So it has been a change. But one thing still is a hot topic in Norway. It's fear of meeting unknown people or dangerous people. We heard stories in the media about pedophiles and other aggressive use of internet, cyberbullying, etc. And this created always a debate, and results will always gives us some concrete actions. I have pointed out 3 points I want to discuss. I think it's quite interesting to discuss. An overprotective culture. What does that mean? I think it's very important to have a very strong focus when you work in this field, because as I've said before, we can't risk a development of overprotected childhood in a direction where young people can't take part of their constitutional rights and their development needs like socializing and empowerment. That's why it's so great, it's so important that we work with good attitudes and consciousness on this topic. That's why we use a lot of effort to give the parents a lot of tools to guide the children towards a safer and responsible use. So to teach children to manage risk is a vital part of developing resistance and competence. And another word is trust, because it always has to be trust here. And we have in our project, we have a children's panel, we have a youth panel, and we also have a parent panel now. And trust is the key word. It's the word that always creates a problem. Because if parents don't have a trust in what the children are doing, we have a huge problem. And this has to be built on trust if you can do something. It's the same as in schools. I must say also, because we're talking about freedom, expression, take use of advantage of the technology. We also we must protect our children, and of course we are doing a lot of efforts on that. We have just recently tested out a red button in Norwegian websites and communities. We have tested it for 1 year at the Norwegian police. We have got over between 3,000 or 4,000 tips from mostly young people. 1,000 of these tips has resulted in action, concrete actions where police has done something work with it. So this is an attempt and something we have tried to do, and it's working really good. The response is very positive. The same as filtering blocking mechanism. We also have a filter in Norway, but it always creates a debate. We want to filter out the worst sites. So it's been we have no hotline in Norway. We just have the police. Police is handling all the illegal content information. Just one place. I can also mention we have also a bully filter for you can install free on the cell phones, where you can just block out the other person who's bullying you on the cell phone. So I'm very. I want to talk about. I'll give you some good examples, because we're always talking about engagement. We want to give the parents some tools. We want to educate. We want to have teachers to take use of the new technology. And we have 3 campaigns we are doing for the last year in Norway. We mentioned for a minute ago, and Janice talked about e-safety kits. And that's a very good example on something we want to have developed for parents. E-safety kits. This is being worked out in the Safer Internet network, and it's a package for parents and children between 6 and 10 years old. We have distributed 120,000 packages of these projects throughout schools, because schools is the main arena. That's where the parents, everyone gets information about this issue. So 120,000. And the response so far has been wonderful, fantastic. So they're actually using it in family, and we are happy about that. I must also say one thing about the Use Your Head campaign. It's a funny name, Use Your Head in a way, but this is actually going on these days in Norway. This is a grand tour about cyberbullying. We have 4 partners in this project, and we are going around on a trip with a bus and educate with schools, parents. We show a video, a learning video, with this split up into 3 sequences, just to make a dialogue. Everything happens within an hour, and just to make them to create a dialogue, discuss each other what they feel about this. We're visiting 50 schools this autumn, and we're going to continue next year on this. But it's been absolutely fantastic. This is a great way to engage teachers, parents, and children. At the evening at the school, the parents have the choice to have a meeting when they can discuss this video. This learning video is, as I said, is split up into 2 sequences. This is because when you first show the first part, they stop the movie, and then you can discuss it. What do you think is going to happen now? And so on, we can discuss back and forth, and what do you think now? Is this a good thing to do or not a good thing to do, or what's going to happen now? So, but we're going to evaluate it when we are finished with this tour and see what the feedback is, and of course report it into the INSAFE. eSafety kits, you decide. I showed you a little clip, unfortunately without texting. Also been a great success, debates, material. We can discuss also between children, parents, and teachers what is called from surveillance to dialogue. And also it's downloadable on the internet in English, Danish, German, I think also, just to use. 5 minutes left, yes, the time is running out. I want to wrap it up in this. The challenge young people meet in the digital lives will not be solved alone by control mechanisms and restrictions. And that is a lot of our response from our youth panel and young people we meet, that some of them are been blocking out of using Facebook at school, MSN, because they don't want it at school. But we heard other stories from other schools again, where you can use digital cameras, you can film the whole lecture, you can use it. So it's a lot of differences between schools. So that's why it's so important that we work with dialogue, cooperation, give them tools, both the parents, both the teachers. So at the end there, I think it's very important to say schools have a vital role to play in fostering internet literacy. And it's going to be exciting now, because in Norway we have digital competency and use of digital media is one main part of the curriculum in Norway. You can write, you can do math, you can read basic, but also we have the fifth, you have to use technology in your studies. Yes, I think I will stop there. And of course I will be, if there are questions about the campaigns and what we're doing, I can send information about that. Yes, I see so. Thank you.